So game film, this is really reading our scouting reports. Why do teams care so much about scouting reports? Well, think about the draft. How many times do they read these scouting reports? It's really, really important information because teams are going to invest millions of dollars on a player. So they want to make sure they have the best possible player possible for what they're going to spend money on. Also, when you draft a fantasy team in sports, you're doing your fantasy draft, you read scouting reports on players. Also, we watch game film all the time. Why do coaches and players watch game film? Because it helps them understand the game, break down the game, make improvements to the game. Also, it helps us make adjustments for the next game. Also, in game film, we can see our opponents. We can see what our opponents are doing and break down that film so we can have that competitive edge for the next game. We always are looking for that competitive edge. So that's why it's important that we open up our statements and read our statements, because it gives us a competitive edge on making sure we're financially successful. One thing that has driven me nuts over the years is that people come to my office, clients, new clients I get, they'll come to my office and they'll bring sealed statements. They don't open the statements. They never open the statements. And I am getting sick and tired of getting paper cuts. So I've invested in a letter opener. You should invest in one too, to open your statements. Just like this, very simple. No more Band-Aids for me. Very simple letter opener. Also, you need a magnifying glass when we look at our statements. There's a lot of small print out there. I like looking at the small print. I've been doing this for almost 25 years. I need thicker pairs of glasses. Doesn't help sometimes. Magnifying glass works great. You want to look at the magnifying glass, open your statements. It's similar to the coach. This is how bad it could be by not opening your statements. Think of this. Think of in baseball, Coach Miller is coaching a game and he brings in Bob Smith with the bases loaded and against Home Run Hank. And what happens? Bob Smith gives up a grand slam to Home Run Hank. In the postgame interview, they asked Coach Miller, why would you bring in Bob Smith to face Home Run Hank when you know Bob Smith always gives up home runs and Home Run Hank is hitting 750 against him? And the Coach Miller says, I didn't know that. Never read a scouting report. Never read the scouting report. So what happens the next day at the news conference? We are regretting to inform you that Coach Miller has been fired because he never read the scouting report. Open your statements. If you open your statements, you're going to see everything that goes on. You're going to be able to read the scouting report and watch the game film. You're going to see if there's identity theft going on. You're going to be able to understand what you own and why you own it. You can look at your statements and go, look, I'm looking at my credit card statement. Am I really happy of how much I'm spending? Look in your investment statements. Could I save more? Could I do a better job of saving? You might be thinking, well, reviewing a statement, that takes so long. No, not at all. Reviewing a statement takes as long as the commercial during the game you're watching. It's that simple. This is a wake-up call for you. So by opening up your statements, reading your game film, understanding the scouting reports, it's going to make you a better financial player. And by being a financial player, you're going to be more successful.